Hello, welcome to Tai Chi Exercises with Rosalind. Today I'm going to talk to you about opening and closing the Kua. And you may think with my cricket bat here and the wicket up that I'm about to play a game of cricket. But at the end of the video I'll talk about how this opening and closing the Kua and using Tai Chi is very useful in sport. So what is opening and closing the Kua? We've talked about opening and closing the area of the chest, and we've talked about opening and closing the back, and now I'm talking about opening and closing the Kua. Well, in Chinese, they don't have a word for joint, so they talk about the area of the joint. And generally, when they talk about the Kua in Chinese, they're talking about, or in Tai Chi rather, they're talking about the area of the hip joint, or you could think of the inguinal area or the groin area. And this is useful. We use this movement a lot in our daily lives. We can either open this area or we can close this area. So I'll go over it in a little bit more detail. It's also a very good balance exercise to practice for stepping and walking. I'm going to put a dot back on my center. We've already learned that the center is that point of the center of the human gravity, which is 1.5 inches below the belly button, 1.5 inches inside. I think season 4 is going to be known as the season of the dots. But remember, you don't need a dot. It's just very useful to explain with this as a prop. Now make sure that if your balance is not that good, or you're a bit wary of standing, you can use a support. You can have a chair, make sure it's firm and stable, or the kitchen counter. That's great. And to make this more understandable, if you feel into this area of the groin, if you're comfortable doing that, you'll feel what I'm talking about. You'll get a lot more sensation. So what we're going to do is we're going to open and close your left Kua by moving over. So we're going to cement the learning we've already done. So we've already talked about keeping everything level, these crystal bowls in our pelvis, chest and head. So by keeping those level and slowly, using the idea of that egg timer that we've used, we're going to you'll be filling your right leg, and this frees up your left leg. And we have another visualization. Ros loves her props. So I've got an egg here, and a useful visualization is to think about really filling and sinking and melting into the weight-bearing leg, and just imagining that you have there's something in this other leg, but not a lot, and maybe think about resting the leg on an eggshell or an egg, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure in that leg. Now when we turn to open the Kua, or open this inguinal region, in Tai Chi, we're not going to move the hip separately. In Tai Chi, one part moves, they all move, say the classics. So what we're going to do is melt into this leg and turn the pelvis. So we're going to move from the center. And that now, if you have your hand there, you can feel this area is open. And now if we turn the pelvis back to the middle, you can feel the area closing. And if you turn it right in, so 45 degrees to the other side, to your right side, now this Kua is closed. So we'll go back to the middle, and we can do it on the other side. We can melt into your left leg, turn, and pivoting on, so you've filled that leg. The other one's almost empty, there's just a little bit in it. We turn the pelvis and open that right Kua. We turn the pelvis back to the middle, and then you can turn even further, so the foot points 45 degrees the other way, and now that Kua is closed. And then we come back to the middle. Fantastic, I hope that makes sense. We can also open and close the Kua by filling our leg and resting on the ball of the foot. And again, the same idea, we turn with the pelvis. So we open the Kua, and by turning the other way, we close the Kua. And then we come back to the middle, this idea of resting. So there's almost nothing. So it's very easy. If you're not able to take all the weight into the weight-bearing leg, what we've in the past called the yang leg, and the empty one is or empty-ish one is the yin leg, it's going to be very difficult. But it should be effortless. You should just be able to turn the pelvis and the whole leg moves as a unit. And then we'll go back and fill the left leg, and we'll do the same thing. We'll empty your right leg, pivoting on the ball, and we'll open, turning outward, and we'll close back to the middle, and then we'll close, turning inward 45 degrees. And using that, moving from the center, turning the pelvis. And then we'll come back to the middle. Brilliant. So that's one way, and later on in the video series, I'll be showing you how we're stepping in Tai Chi. So this is a very important skill. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to leave the feet flat on the floor, and now we're going to open and close the Kua by turning the body over this static leg. So if you turn to your left, and what we'll do, is we'll move over, weight the leg, your left leg, and turn. And now, again, if you feel that is really closed on that side. And then come back to the middle, and then fill your right leg and turn 45 degrees. Again, turning with the pelvis. You'll see and feel that now your right leg, the Kua, is closed. And then come back to the middle. So that's the movement we're more familiar with, is weighting. If we do supporting a ball in front of a shoulder, we weight the leg and we turn towards the weighted leg. That feels more familiar to us. But if we want to open the Kua now with our feet flat on the floor, if you fill your left leg, okay, and this time we're going to turn the opposite direction. So you'll be turning to the right, trying to keep the knee aligned over the foot and everything aligned, again moving with the pelvis. Now we've opened this Kua. And if we come back to the middle and fill the right leg, and this time again we're going to look towards your left, this Kua is now open. And the move we use that is if I raise my arms and paint the rainbow, I fill and turn the opposite way. I fill the leg and turn the opposite way of the weighted leg, and I'll come back down. Great. I hope that makes sense to you. It's a very good balance exercise, and we use both these moves a lot in Tai Chi. And I was promised to talk about sport. So in cricket and golf and baseball, all these sports with a swing, you can see and you can feel yourself. I've got to be careful I don't smash any windows here. That it involves closing and opening Kuas. And that's why Tai Chi is used a lot by very top sports people. Part of the reason it's really good to learn that control of opening and closing the Kua. Tai Chi is also brilliant because it's about, once you learn the choreography, we practice letting go. We try things to do them automatically, not in the thinking brain. And if you're a top athlete, it's a skill. You need to let go. You need to be in the moment and just trust that your body knows the movement. And finally, It's very good for your hip mobility and strength, your lower leg mobility and strength, and your balance. So all in all, Tai Chi is a very good art to learn. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up button. If you have any comments or suggestions for future videos, please leave them below. Do look below for details of myself, my website, and the courses that I teach to allied health professionals. And I do have Tai Chi instructors come along as well, which is excellent to have their feedback. Please subscribe to my channel, press that big red button, and if you click the bell, you'll get notification that's beside the subscribe button. You'll be notified when I'm posting another video. I hope to see you again very soon for another episode of Tai Chi exercises. Happy Tai Chi.